What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another Read Aloud by Coach T. Today, I will be reading the graphic novel Show Me History, Martin Luther King Jr., The Voice for Equality, by James Buckley Jr. and Unique Studios, Part 4. Before next week, you'll be sorry you ever came to Montgomery. I'm just glad that you're all okay. If I hadn't heard that thump on the porch, we might have been in that room. We must meet the forces of hate with the power of love. We must meet physical force with soul force. We are all fine. Go home peacefully. I want you to love our enemies. Be good to them. Love them and let them know you love them. I don't know. That's a pretty tough thing to do. Martin was a pretty tough guy. After about a year, he was actually arrested for taking part in the boycotts. For what? You've been found guilty. I fine you $500 and sentence you to a year in jail at hard labor. Your Honor, we will appeal your verdict. We've won, my love. The Supreme Court just said that segregation on buses is against the Constitution. Yeah, take that, you Montgomery dudes. Yes, it was a great victory. Dr. King was still fined by the court for his work in the boycotts, but he knew he had won the day. Oh, happy day. He also knew that there were many more battles to fight. It seems like Dr. King was just getting started after Birmingham. That's right. What happened there made him one of the most important black leaders in the country. So at least he was treated right, wasn't he? In the eyes of many people, he was just another black man. You can't come in here. If we can't come in here, where do you go? I go next door. That's the one for us. Not for long, I hope. 1957. Didn't he actually travel to Africa around then? You've done your homework, Sam. Yes, Dr. King was invited to visit Ghana, a new nation in Africa. The Prime Minister wanted this important American leader to see history happening. I am proud to welcome all our guests to our new nation. We are happy to be free from our British rulers. But he wasn't the only American there, right? Dr. King, happy to meet you. I'm glad you're here too, Mr. Vice President. But I want you to come down to Alabama. People there are still waiting for the freedom Ghana is celebrating today. 1958. Not all of the attention Dr. King received was positive. Some people in the African American community thought he was stirring up trouble. That's tough. Dr. King was just trying to help. Another kind of attention almost cost him his life one day in 1958. Thank you for coming today, my friend. Are you Martin Luther King? Ah! You were very lucky. That letter opener stopped just before it got to your heart. If you had sneezed or coughed, the blade might have moved and killed you. Thank God. Oh my gosh. Why did she do that? Yes, it was terrible and shocking. Her name was Azola Curry. She was mentally ill and blamed Dr. King for the troubles in her life. I'm glad she didn't succeed. When Dr. King recovered, he and Coretta made an important journey to India. I'm excited to be in the land of Gandhi. I have so much to learn from him. I'm just glad you didn't sneeze. I know that Gandhi's lessons of nonviolence are the way we will win this fight. After returning from India, the Kings made another trip, But this one was permanent. They left Dexter Avenue in the city of Montgomery and moved to Atlanta, better known as the A. The larger city was a better place for Dr. King to keep the movement for change going. It didn't take long for him to be in the middle of another big event. What are they doing in there? They can't eat in there. Get out. You don't belong in there. Get out. You can't sit here, boy. This is a non-violent sit-in to protest segregation. We are going to sit here until we are served. That's it, boy. I'm calling the police. Ooh, here comes trouble. Here comes change. The sit-in movement grew quickly to include many cities in the South. In October 1960, Dr. King joined them to support what he saw as another important fight. Police in Atlanta might have let you go, King, but we here in DeKalb County know a lawbreaker when we see one. Officer, I paid the fine for that offense in your county long ago. That ain't what the judge says. You're going to prison. Looks like they really mean to keep me here this time. Senator Kennedy, thank you for calling. Is there anything you can do for Martin? Miss King, I was proud to meet your husband, and I believe in the cause he is fighting for. I will do what I can to help. I am running for president, after all. He could be a good president. I believe he can help us change things. Senator Kennedy did it, Martin. So, we're getting somewhere, right? It was a start, but there were many more hurdles to get over. The end. Stay tuned for the next part in this Dr. King reading series.